In the 49th estate, in the 49th estate, in the 49th estate, being home feels great.
Hello, Josh. Welcome. The house was built in the late 40s by Lorene Harrison, who Lorene was one of the first patrons of the arts in Alaska. She brought up the first symphony, I think the first orchestra. There's a section named for her over at the PAC. That is me when I was 2.
Oh.
Look at all that hair. This is the kitchen. The house originally went to about here, and if we had it to do over again, when we first moved in, Lorene had an avocado carpet, and we thought, well, why do you have a carpet in the kitchen? And look at all this, there was wood floor underneath it, and we thought, well, we need to show the wood floor. That's nicer than green carpet. Well, Lorene's wisdom was this: the floor is really cold in the winter. I think you can ice skate on this floor if it's a 20 below or 30 below outside. It gets really cold in here, and so the carpet was there so that Lorene wouldn't suffer. She was smarter than we were. That's my Uncle Mir. We have family in Israel still, and anytime we go visit, we have a major feast there. This is the TV computer room, I guess. Well, this is the park strip right here. On the far side, that was the downtown area. On this side was wilderness. That was the park. The park strip was originally the city's airport, its airstrip. And it was also a fire break. So as they started building over here, the park strip was also a fire break. This is the computer desk. So during campaign season, this is where I am. And what I remember about every campaign is it's a complete blur. It's a lot of knocking on doors, which is fun. You get to talk to people and you get to learn a bit, which is good. I mean, that's the important thing about campaigning. But you sit there, you sort of wait for people to say rotten things about you, and that happens in every campaign. So that's the part that's not so nice. Really, the first campaign, I and a person who ended up being my main campaign manager, Karen Compton. Basically we started every day, sort of we'd look at each other and we'd say, we have no idea what we're doing. I was once asked, how did we win that first campaign if we didn't know what we were doing? And Karen's response was fear and paranoia. Fear that everybody else knew more than we did, and paranoia that they were all doing better work than we were doing, So it just sort of motivated us to work around the clock and get things done. But I think that's my first swearing in with my friend Kevin McCoy down the block, and he came down for the swearing in. And Lauren Lehman was lieutenant governor at the time, and the lieutenant governor swears you in when you get elected. General Wesley Clark came up here to help campaign for Tony Knowles in his Senate campaign a few years ago, and so I think General Clark kept handing out Clark bars, and so that's a memento from that campaign.
And you got it signed?
Did I get it signed?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, it says Wes.
Oh, look at that!
Somebody
I didn't even know that.
Somebody wrote Wes Clark on it.
Who knew? This is her biography. This is the note she wrote for us back in 2000. To Kelly and Les, I hope you enjoy 10th as much as I did. I loved it. Joy, joy, joy. Sincerely, Lorene Harrison. Yeah. So there's the original house on the top.
Mm-hmm. And how about the next one?
That is as they started adding on to it, and here is as they added the second story. Yeah, that was my homebrew award. That's the only award I ever won, and the sad thing about that award at the Fur Rondy was, depending on how you spin it, I came in second place, really, even though it says third, because only one person finished ahead of me. But the reason why there was only one person ahead of me is the entries in this category were so bad they didn't award a first place. So there was just a second and a third place, and I came in third.
In the 49th estate, in the 49th estate, in the 49th estate, being home feels great.